so prepared.
We're not prepared at all. It's almost like I'm airplane mode.
Who are you?
It's almost like we're doing a community workshop while we're doing this.
Are we?
We are. We're doing a five-day workshop.
I need a proof.
You need a proof?
Yeah.
Swing that. Oh, our cameraman is busy right now.
So maybe we can have a sound proof.
Oh, look. I'm talking on my own phone here. Yeah.
Max
great.
is not switching, so this is the proof.
Some of them are here.
Some of them are here. Hey. And you can see that behind us there is a Far Cry 5 set, because why not?
The famous Frankendoodle, the famous Fatal Fate, and the famous Reptile Necrosis. I expected you to be more reptile.
And they're only free because the other one preferred to play the cool things we're showing them.
The other buttheads are like, I don't want to go. I want to play the stuff. I want to play your secrets. So
Anyway,
I'm sure people are trash talking you now. Top players, my ass.
Forever.
That's what happened last night. Our ass, you're right. Good correction. Top players are ass. I polled them. They all agreed. They're all ass. So no conflicts there. Okay, we've got a good show today, actually. I'm yelling a bit.
And maybe Roman will be here this time.
I promise you Roman will be here.
Who knows?
I promise Roman will be here. So we've got a few kind of exciting newsy things to talk about, but the big thing of the show is patch notes. Hear ye, hear ye.
And we try to do it in a smallest time than 1 hour this time.
But you know what?
So we won't do each one of the big
We won't, but I don't want you to censor yourself because these will not be posted until next Wednesday.
Okay.
I know everyone wants them now, and we usually do it the week before, but there's extenuating circumstances. They will not be up until Wednesday, so people are going to be writing down everything you say, so don't mess up.
Are they doing that?
They do that.
That's scary.
Because there have been times that Roman has said the wrong thing, and that goes in the recap of the patch notes, and then we have to correct it. So. Uh-oh. Hey, is our audio
They don't
back,
hear
Mike?
me.
They're doing the robot thing in the chat.
Okay, now it's better?
Just him?
Yep.
Okay, I was sitting on it, so maybe that's why it wasn't working.
Wow.
Who does that? Anyway.
The power of Damien's ass.
I was teabagging my mic.
Fuck.
You weren't expecting that.
I was definitely not expecting that. You're like he's like the good schoolboy. Okay, all right. So first things first. We've been talking for a while. When is the patch coming? 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 And that's why we have the patch notes, because the patch is coming next week.
It has been approved.
It has been approved.
So we're happy?
Yes. 1 week from today, you can have your patch, and you'll see all the delicious things coming in it.
So 19th?
The 19th.
The 19th.
And secondary patch notes, it includes a live update as well, with even more juicy stuff. So anyway, get hype. I know I'm wasting your time. I did want to do a quick...
So we'll detail the full
coming
thing.
Up.
Yeah.
Coming up
5
shortly
minutes.
with Roman, and we're gonna have Steph from the fight team, who I know you like. I don't know if have we had you on camera together?
So
it's not possible.
Yeah, it's not possible because the theory is Roman is emaciated or something. But you'll see, they'll both be here at the same time.
We are not the same person.
I wanted to do a very quick recap. I was at PAX East in Boston this past weekend.
And how was it?
It was fucking awesome. It was great. We brought our community pins, which I think we talked about a little bit. Max has an image, and gave them out to all the community people I ran into, which was a lot of folks. There it is, designed by English Butter. So we made some really cool pins, some enamel pins, which we gave out. We did a meetup at a bar. The bar that we did the meetup at, we called them 3 or 4 times, like, just so you know, we're coming with a bunch of people. Like, yeah, it's fine. Just so you know, some of them are underage, which you shouldn't be because this is a mature game. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. We serve food. You can still bring them. And so we all showed up at meetup time at the bar, and the bartender's like, get the fuck out of here. You can't have underage people here. We're like, but I told everyone to come here. So that sucked. So luckily there was a bar right across the street.
So what's the name of that very bad bar?
So it's not a bad, so the thing is, it's called JJ Foley's. It's my favorite bar in Boston. That's why I wanted it there, so I could show everyone my favorite bar. And they're just like, no, not happening. But the bar across the street didn't give a shit. So they're like, as long as you're paying, bring them in. So shout out to The Good Life in Boston. It was a really fun meetup. We got to meet a lot of people, a lot of very familiar names from the For Honor community. I met Sergeant Bear Patrol, by the way. He's a horror. He writes horror novels and films. He has films on Netflix. How cool is that?
It's really cool.
I met a lot of really cool people. So anyway, Fatal was there as well, but his contacts weren't working, so he was crying about his eyes the whole time. It was awesome.
But we don't see his eyes anyway.
No, because he's got the emo hair. Anyway, in a perfect world, we would have had a shot of him at that point, but we didn't plan this.
Max is not that good.
No. Burned. Anyway, it was, I did a panel with a bunch of other community managers about managing live games, and that went super well. It was really neat to be on a panel with Warframe, Heroes of the Storm, Rainbow Six, all talking about our processes for managing live games, and it's online somewhere. The VOD is available if you want to look it up. I have not. Maybe I'll tweet out the link, actually, if I can find it, because I haven't even watched it myself. Anyway, thanks to everyone. Thanks you. That's the thing you say. Thanks you to everyone who came to PAX East. It was very successful. I got to talk to some streamers as well. Streamers, they want to come back to the game, and they are coming back to the game. We were at number 6, number 7, number 5 on Twitch last night, just last night. It's pretty dope. So thank you to everybody coming back to For Honor. We're very excited. So we've been doing a thing for a couple months now where we show a roadmap of the upcoming month's worth of events and stuff. And now is the time to show you our next roadmap from April through mid-May. So it begins next week.
With the big patch?
Yes, the 19th. The training mode, arena mode, apprentice trials, warrior trials, training media. Good addition, Mike. Do you want to just kind of walk through this? What's happening for the next month?
Then we have Dance of Death that we had to...
Bring it back, please.
No, I think Max is upset.
Yeah, you pissed him off.
I'm sorry. So Dance of Death that we had to wait for that patch to be able to repush it because we had a bug on it. Then what is cool is that with the new training mode, we have 3 new arena maps, 1 per faction that are really cool. And so we'll push a playlist as well, an event where you will be able to play on those arena maps, matchmaking.
So they'll be able to play on them before that?
They will be able to play on them.
This is just a special playlist,
but it's something we always do when we introduce new maps. We do a playlist where you can only play on that map, and you will do all the variations of that map. So this way you can really see how it is and
snowy,
exactly. Misty. So that's why we do that.
Cool.
And I think you can still bring back the
Come on,
Max, because we're only at the second week. Thank you. Then we will have an order, Dueling Executioner. We have the Faction War results, which is now the fights for the second place. And then May will start. We'll still have some new weekly content, of course. We want to do an extra loot fest on May 4th to 7th. And something else will happen at that time, but we're not saying it now. And just before the next season, we'll have a Faction Rush event.
I like those.
Community order.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, thank you, Max.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
You did it. We got through it. So that will be posted up on our social media shortly. I don't know when, sometime today. So check Twitter if you want to see that again. It should also be up on Facebook and, tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. People who came to our meetup got to meet our mysterious second comm dev, Alex.
And how was it?
You'd have to ask them.
Okay. Or her.
Or, yeah. Cool. You know what else is happening this week? We're doing a discount.
Yeah.
On all, I know it's everyone's favorite, we're doing a discount on all battle outfits. So it is available, the discount is available until the 26th, which is 2 weeks. Is that right? Yeah, 2 weeks. The breakdown is this. So if it's a 1,500 steel battle outfit, you can now get it for 1,000.
So 1,000, yeah.
Yeah, if it's a 3,000 steel battle outfit, you can get it for 2,000. And if it's a 5,000 steel battle outfit, you can get it for 3,000.
Yeah.
So If you're chomping at the bit to get some battle outfits, now's a good time to do that.
Yeah, if you have some steel that you don't know how to spend.
Yep. Okay, and also happening this week, it wasn't on the roadmap because the roadmap starts next week. But happening starting tomorrow, we've got an event order. Oh, there it is. Great. Tribute Vanquisher. So if you win as many tribute matches as you can, you will be rewarded with 2,000 steel. And as a reminder, you have to participate to get that sweet, sweet steel. It's from Friday until the 16th at 3 p.m. So get into Tribute if you haven't played it in a while. It's a very fun mode. And then the content of the week.
And we still have content of the week.
We still have content of the week. On top of that, it is Elite outfits. Goodbye Battle, hello Elite. 7,000 steel each. Let's check out the video, and then we'll be back with Roman, Stefan, Damian, and me to do patch notes. I don't know. Oh, Max, that's old. Hello.
C'est ce que j'ai fait.
Max showed the season 4 transition there. Remember the green? I remember the green. You remember the green?
Show me the green.
Share your anger at Max, not me.
It's red, Max.
And Damien's microphone is trash for some reason. Bear with us, everybody.
Damien is looking for the green.
Yes, everyone's very happy that Roman is back, and the other Roman as well. And then Vape Nation.
Two different guys.
On his side. You can hear me? Yes. Hi. How are you? He needs to. It's on his side. That's what I was saying. Okay.
We're on the air. Everybody.
We're so prepared.
Live TV.
So how are you, Roman?
Well, and you? Really well.
Really well.
Perfectly
There's
good.
a sing button. Can you hold it?
Wow.
It's the button that is below.
What is happening? So I guess our wireless mics have desynced from their receivers, is what I'm understanding. Don't know how. But
It's blinking.
Okay, so let's discuss real stuff.
Yeah.
What did you add in Boston?
Oh man, I had a lot of seafood, lobster mac and cheese at the Legal Test Kitchen, Legal Seafoods Test
Lobster
Kitchen.
mac and cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
That's nice.
I had a lot of Dunkin' Donuts, which is maybe not high cuisine, but for me,
You know you can have those here.
no, there's no Dunkin' Donuts here.
There's one in Montreal.
No, they all closed down.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Tim
There's
Hortons.
one left.
There's
One at Place Versailles.
Yeah, there's one left in Montreal.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, next community meetup at the Montreal Dunkin' Donuts, which I didn't know existed. That's amazing. This is good news. And then we'll go to Costco for hot dogs. Are you guys good now? Can we do the show?
It's blinking in yellow.
Jesus.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Steph.
Bye, Steph.
Good job.
We hate you.
We hate you, Max.
Oh, man, oh, man. So I think we can get started with the patch notes
Yeah.
without Steph, and then he'll come
Yeah.
back when he has a working mic.
But now is I fucked up the number 3. That's
Max, it's okay. You can deal with it. We're going to continue
Okay,
with the show.
we're gonna continue. Yes.
So- So we are going to dive right in.
Yeah, we won't do the full detail of the new training modes that you have there. You have a full new menu, blah, blah, blah. We won't go into that details.
The reason
Blah, blah.
why we're not is because
we'll spend...
well, I was going to say some of your favorite content creators will probably be showing you that content.
Yeah, and we will spend, I think, a good chunk of the next hours then to show stuff.
Sure, we can do this.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Because it's a lot of content, so let's dedicate a show to that.
Yep, great.
Okay. Apparently that wasn't planned.
Yes, Damien has just played next week's show for us. That's good. I think it could be good. I suck at the game. I can show myself progressing over the course of next week's show.
But what we can still show you is that we have 3 new arena maps.
But the new training is good.
It's very good.
Not that good.
And maybe it would be awesome.
I think it sounds like a challenge. I think I can get better.
It would be awesome to switch to the build, in fact.
That's true because you show the menu.
Bah oui, c'est ça. That's the thing. Anyway, maybe we can speak about something else.
Let's jump around, I guess. Let's jump around.
Let's speak about something else.
Yeah. Let's talk about gear stats, Damien.
Yeah, so gear stats.
Oh, he switched it for you.
Thank you.
We're back on track.
So, back on track. So, what I was... So, this, we're going to speak about it next week.
You were told not to show that menu.
Not go into those details.
You're terrible.
And then map selection. So, as you can see on the bottom, I need to select duel, of course, or brawl. So, it's playable in duel or brawl. Now you have access to 3 new arena maps. 1 per faction.
Yeah,
So
hit
the
the little
pit-
trigger there. They can see a small preview, a slightly less small preview.
So the pit,
So I'm personally very excited about
The
this because this
ring-
is something so there's 1 for each faction. This is something
the
the
sanctuary.
community has been asking for basically since launch. Just straight up arena dual maps, dual map.
yeah.
Dual maps with no environmental traps, nothing like that. It's straight up skill versus skill, which is very exciting.
Do you want to do the
Yeah.
little text, Roman, maybe, or Eric?
Ooh, do you want to read the dramatic text?
you do.
Okay, great.
You read the dramatic text.
All right, get me over here on camera 2 if Max is settled. Hello. All right, we're going to start with the ring. Carved from Mount Ignis Rock and overlooked... Oh, shit, I fucked it up. Carved from Mount Ignis Rock and overlooking mountainous vistas, the once forgotten arena has since been restored to its former glory. Nobility and commoners alike gather at the ring to savor the thrill of warriors at the pinnacle of their craft. Available in Duel, Brawl, and Training Arena. The ring is which faction?
The ring, we can trick back.
I don't know why it
it's
doesn't
the
say in the notes
Knight
here.
faction.
Thank you. That's where Daubeny is, FYI. Big Dobbs. The pit is the second one.
The pit.
Yeah, show the
Can
pit
we-
while I do the thing. That'd be fun, right?
Viking one.
Thank you, Roman. Deep and imposing, the pit has hosted many ancient Viking rituals, encircled by a braying and drunken crowd that can inspire and demoralize. The pit represents the very warriors that fight within the intimidating walls, brutal, passionate, and determined. Available in Duel, Brawl, and Training Arena. And the third one is the Sanctuary. That's
course.
our samurai. The Sanctuary, located at the heart of the mire in an ancient sanctum, a solitary place untouched by the ravages of war, set in the shade of an indomitable fortress. It'd be cool in a forest, too. Fortress! Warriors have journeyed from distant lands to discover their destiny in the fabled Sanctuary. Available in Duel, Brawl, and Training Arena. So there you go. I'm
you go.
excited.
I'm very excited too. So next one we can speak about
Yeah, get
is
into
the
it.
asset preview.
So go back to the build, please. So this
now-
is a new feature in the store.
Yeah, so when you go in the legacy bundles, or any bundle in fact, now you can have something really cool, is that you can preview the content that is inside the bundle. So you can still see the text and all, but if you press X, you can
All the
see
individual pieces.
each one of the individual pieces applied on your hero with your current customization. which is really neat. So you can see the executions, you can see the emotes, the effects. So yeah. So now when you get something in the bundle, you know also if you already own something, you will know it here. So it will show you, oh, you own that, you own that, you own that. So you're not paying for that.
Oh, cool. So if you had the I quit,
so now you
example.
understand why your price is lower. Because you already own things, you will see which one of those you own.
Nice.
And if I take the example of, I don't know, another hero that I haven't customized, you can see it's with the default gear and all.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That's cool. Also in the build, why don't you just stay in there, go to options, please. Because, oh, this is later in the notes, I guess, but I wanted to show it now.
You have advanced control.
Yeah.
The full controller remapping, if you want to show that, Daniel.
Finally.
So now, if you go here, you know that, you know that,
Yep.
you know that,
Yep.
but you don't know that.
Custom.
So now you can reassign any button in your controller. So you can say, oh, I want to, I don't know, what would I want to do? I want
Change the guard brake.
Change the guard brake.
Guard break.
Guard brake on the RB.
RB. Up.
Boom.
Done.
Oh,
now
damn.
light attack is with X.
Perfect.
Oh, why not?
Why not? Not sure I want to do that.
That's why you're not that good, right?
But yeah, you could.
Oh, so it's even changing the
Kick
quick
stick.
chat selection.
Quick
So it's
stick,
basically every button.
attack up. See, reset camera on X. Yeah. So yeah, you can really do whatever you want.
That's very cool.
So took time to do, but we're really happy to have that.
People are asking for a zone button.
No.
Yeah, but that's something else.
That's a sticky.
because
That's
two
a sticky
buttons.
subject.
So do we have anything to add on that?
This is a heavily requested feature by the community, which will allow the creation of custom controller layouts. Due to technical limitations, actions can only be swapped as groups, i.e., all actions mapped to one button, including hold actions, will be swapped to another button when assigned, which is what we just saw when we did the guard
With
break
the X,
change.
for
Yep.
example, so then you do the execution on X, etc.
Yep.
So then I can speak about the gear stats update.
Yes, please.
So as we...
Oh, this is all platforms, by the way. That changes all platforms. It's not.
Not only PC.
Yeah.
So as we do regularly, we looked at, we did a little audit of our stats. So we're looking which one are the most used, which one are the most powerful or generating the most wins, etc. So we basically checked if they were balanced or not. And we saw some things that weren't optimal. So we've decided to do a pass on the values of the gear stats to make them more balanced. So now the attack bonus is reduced from 30% to 22%. And so all smaller bonuses are reduced proportionally. The attack penalties from gear have been reduced even more. So you go from a maximum of 25 to minus 15% on the penalties. So we've reduced the max and the penalties. We've also reduced the defense bonus to 23%. And it goes from 23% to 17%. Right. And the penalties have been reduced as well from minus 31% to minus 17%. And we've also reduced the damage penetration statistic from 20% to 15%. And the penalties as well from minus 20% to minus 10%.
You're putting Roman to sleep.
Yeah, he loves the gear stats.
He loves gear stats.
So yeah, so now we think it's more balanced. We'll see how it goes, of course. But now you might have to readapt your build based on those new changes.
Cool. So the next one is one that I'm excited about.
The training arena.
Oh.
Something that people have asked about now that we're on our
Training
dedicated
arena?
servers. Yes. Yes.
So, the ping.
Yes. The ping.
So now we will display the ping on the scoreboard
Yeah.
on all sessions you play on server.
Yes. You
So
can see.
it will be also a way for you to know if you play on servers or not on servers, because PvP is on servers, custom match is not, PvAI is not yet on servers.
So no ping in training arena?
So no ping in training arena. You still have the connectivity feedback, of course, but the ping is only on PvP matches.
Yep.
So this way you will see your ping with the servers, in fact.
I think that will be very educational for everybody.
Yeah, so highly requested.
Yes.
It's also here. I'm happy.
It'll be really helpful when people are like sending us screenshots of like, I don't know why I'm having an issue. Oh, your ping is 300.
Yeah.
Oh, your ping is 3,000, like that guy you talked to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
That could be it.
I didn't know that could be possible. Anyway,
That's bad.
and we've added a small thing on PC. Now, when you get matchmaked, your controller vibrates if you play with a controller. So you know you have already the icon that blinks in yellow to tell you, hey, you should come back to the game. There's something happening. We're also making your controller vibrates to tell you,
Wake
now
up.
it's time to go back into the game.
Cool.
You've been matchmaked.
It's a nice little change. I like that.
It's just a small burst, of course. It's not constantly vibrating until you go back to the game.
That would be bad.
Of course. And now I think it's the most important thing for the committee, which is balance update.
Yes, they love these bits. That's why Stefan is here. That's why Roman's here.
With this microphone they found somewhere on the floor, so we can do duets.
Can people hear
Together.
Steph? Is that is it- is
Check,
Nice.
check. Yes. Okay. Perfect.
good?
Looks nice. Well, I don't see the track of the song that was supposed to. So
It's a Phil Collins song. Go. Just make it up.
you're saying that because
Because I usually do Phil Collins songs at karaoke.
I
Shows
thought
his
it was
age.
because of the air. So
Oh no, I would never.
It's
Because
true
I'm a
that last time
fellow.
we went with
I'm a
Eric
fellow
at
member of the club.
Last time we went with Eric at the convention, we had to do a karaoke with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was like
It's required.
a milestone.
It's
Yeah.
required. And at PAX East, I missed it, but one of the parties had a live band karaoke, which is amazing.
okay, so
Anyway.
remember
Go ahead. Go ahead.
we said that no, we are putting even more focus and even more brute force behind balancing. So launch of the season, Heroes revamp.
Yep.
Next season, hey, maybe new stuff.
Yep.
That patch, we changed quite a lot of stuff indeed, right? So let's start. Back dodge?
Back dodge.
Back dodge.
Okay. Finally, I know people. Sorry, other Roman there.
Wrong. Wrong.
What we could do is you film
When he
this and you see,
Oh man, that would be amazing.
and instantly my accent become really good,
Yeah,
just like that.
So back dodge. We know assassins are escaping everybody. A lot of people can just kind of like back dodge, walk away from Warden, for example. A lot of other players. It's time to start to normalize this. So back dodge movement is normalized to 1.75 meters. This was kind of a mid-value between the extremes of Peacekeeper, Gladiator, these kind of people, and regular heroes. So that's going to be great. And the timing on the back dodge length is now going to be 1100 ms for everybody. And you can cancel it to regular combat idle stuff at 800.
Then another general improvement we've made on the fight is that they've worked a lot on all the other elements of Assassin's Kit, and mainly deflect and reflex block. Indeed.
Yeah, so deflect is actually for more awesomeness sake than for balance's sake in this case. So we've made a change to deflect where now if you deflect and then another attack hits you, before you used to block the second one, and now you deflect the second one, which means that you deflect the Berserker Zone, and now you go deflect, 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 and then you launch your attack, and it's just cool. Right? It's not that much better, but it's kind of awesome. So, you said stance change and reflex guard. Yes, we've had some bugs on most obvious with assassins. They stance change and then they unlock and then they try to run away, but they're stuck in stance change for 1100 milliseconds, which is super long. That's no longer the case. Now, if you unlock, you're able to leave. This is also true for regular heroes, but I mean, assassins are going to feel it. And then reflex guard, we made some under the hood changes that fix some bugs. I know people have identified with this Aramusha is just slaughtering me with fast lights and I can't deal with it. So we think we have the fix for this on reflex guard.
Do you know what I learned on a show recently? I can't cross my fingers. That's the best I can do. Isn't that embarrassing?
That is embarrassing.
Sorry.
We always find out embarrassing things about you on this show.
On the show, I know, right? It's my nightmare. Go on, please continue.
That's really that on those pieces of the assassins. The one other thing I wanted to suggest on this page
Yes,
is,
go on, please.
is executions, perhaps. The animation team hit a whole bunch of them that now ledge. So I know people love that.
More
Yes.
edge.
So now it's your job to find out which ones.
Yeah, which
ledge.
ones?
Yeah.
There's another one that is good for me. It's also the fix on superior block while out of lock for like Valkyrie and the Islander.
Yes.
This one.
This one here, somewhere on page 10,000. Oh, yeah. So we're trying to make sure that, like, whether you're out of lock or locked attacks, they have the same properties, they act the same way. This wasn't the case for Valk and Highlander, I guess.
Yeah.
And now it should be.
And because I like my Valk. And maybe she's gonna be anyway. So no. So that was a more general.
You're terrible. You're terrible.
That was on a more general topic in terms of balancing. But actually, that's not all, because we have like
Bunch of bug
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 characters, 14 characters that got major adjustment in this patch.
Not all major, but
Some quite big, right?
On the range between major and minor, I think we'll try to hit the most major points here to keep this down.
So
to
you
what
were a
wanted
little bit
an hour.
busy the past months.
We try to be. It's important to be.
Okay.
That's how I keep my job.
So
But
then,
that's just to this time I'm going to interject with something real.
Yes.
That's a really good point, because your team doesn't just do these reworks that we've talked about. There's all this shit that's like. There's also like 1,000 bug fixes in here too.
yeah, we're not speaking about.
No, but it's you guys do a lot of things, so that's why we don't have every character has been reworked now, right? We're doing lots and lots of things. So anyway, I just wanted to make that clear that we don't have different teams for all these different things.
Thanks, Eric.
So some character gets some minor fix, but I see that some big stuff for Conqueror and No-Bringer, maybe?
Yes,
Stop with
so Conquer is the big one, I would say. Conquer got a pretty good buff. I know a lot of people were telling me it was going to be weak, but he turned out pretty strong in season 5.
Season 5.
So there's a couple of things we wanted to adjust to bring down to earth a little bit.
You're seeing that in the data too, that he's popped up a lot.
He's doing okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's doing pretty
Cool.
strong. I've seen some tournament wins with him too, so yeah, great. But it's a nice change of pace, so that's always good too. Charging Shield Crush used to guarantee Shield Bash afterwards. No longer does, because the timing that the opponent is down is slightly less. So there's that. Light attack damage is reduced to 13 from 15 for Conqueror. So this means although Shield Bash Light is going to end up needing at least one more of these, which means in team games you might get a revenge that you wouldn't have got before. So I think it's going to slightly reduce the power level. We're trying to take the same approach as we did the last couple heroes, where when we see them a little too strong, we give them a good range of nerfs, but don't nuke them and then have to rework them again. Yeah. We want
Just like at
steadiness.
the deli counter, you're just shaving a little bit of that turkey off.
Exactly. Your life experiences are different than mine. Lawbringer, I think.
Lawbringer, there is one that is really important. So I was joking about the Lawbringer. It's mainly bug fixes, but there is one bug that for me was important because it's on the ledge execution animations.
Yes, another important one. Knock, knock, and off with her head knocked the opponents off the ledge too soon. And you really want it to be the satisfying time that they fall just when you smack them. So, is this the one you were speaking about?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Very important. Major balancing update.
Big buff.
Important stuff.
Big buff.
Who's next up? You think?
So then there's a lot of bug fix for the Raider, and maybe you can speak about the Warlord, about the full block stance changes.
Sure. We reduced the Warlord full block stance stamina cost reduction over time by 25%. So Warlord should spend a little less to stay or get in and stay in the state than before. It's used as a counterattack. He can't move forward during it, so we think that'll be okay.
So the stamina upkeep cost has been reduced by 25.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
The up has been downed by.
Yeah, that's why I'm to restate it to make sure it was clear.
Okay, then another character that had some major change at the launch of the season, Berserker.
Yep.
And so you have some adjustment maybe to make to the guy?
Brought Berserker down a little bit again. Another one that was, it might be okay. Zerk might need some more after. It's like, no. Zerk needs a nerf. The two are for Slashing Rush and for Zone Attack. We've reduced the total damage from 30 on these to 24. And we've reduced the amount that Slashing Rush moves backward at the beginning. This is the back zone. I felt this is a bit of a sleeper move that not too many people are using, but when you do, it's really good. So yeah, I think that'll be a little less strong at this point. The two moves. Yeah.
Good for the
Special for him.
Okay, so then maybe Shugoki, not ton of fix, but two important ones, I see.
Then we
yes.
have some also bit fix on Valk.
I can tell these are good
and
changes because
Kensei.
half the chat is yelling at the other half of the
for-
chat.
But we're speaking about Shugoki. Okay.
Sorry, we'll go to Shugoki and then we'll jump to.
Maybe there was one Kensei you wanted to do?
Yeah, but let's do
Let's
quickly
do
the
Shugoki
Shugoki.
first.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's one where if you're doing Demon Embrace and someone on your team kills this person that you're Demon Embracing, then afterwards you will no longer get the health from the hug because the guy's dead.
Okay.
Right? It's not really you killing him anymore. It's your friend has killed him.
Okay.
So it's a little less beneficial for Shugoki to hold the guy in place and kill.
And also some change on the fainting of the zone attack.
Yeah, this character and a few other characters have got, they were missing faint feedback on the zone attack when you cancel it. There's usually a little weird white ghost effect that says like, hey, I fainted. And we're trying to make sure that everyone who should be having this is now having this.
Cool. That's good.
Then there's some minor bugs fix on the Valkyrie and Kensei because why not?
Yeah, so Valk was just a visual issue during one of the executions, so that's done. There's always visual issues.
Yeah.
But Kensei, the one we changed was the second top heavy could be fainted to guard break even when out of stamina. I know we had the same problem on Shaman before, so those are both my bad, actually.
So wait, here's the shaman.
Don't tell them these things, Steph.
They've seen me play
that's true.
the Shaman before. I
you're
think we beat your
wearing a
team.
tournament shirt.
Didn't we beat your team at this tournament?
I don't remember.
Wow.
No, you don't remember? What about you, Damien? What do you think?
I was not playing, so I can't.
I was still in final.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Just saying.
I think you went.
Bromine.
I think you went 0-4 though, but I was hoping Bio would be here to gloat as well with me because two of us are very obnoxious together. But, okay, let's move.
So let's move then Nobushi. A lot of fixes.
Yeah, bug fix. It's all visual. Certain moves didn't have faint feedback. Certain moves, like the weapon would go through things strangely. These are all kind of like adjusted.
Like adjustment on animation. Sometimes, like on Retreating Trust, it was always the same animation that was playing based on whatever the stance was. So now you have better feedback on that. Basically, trying to improve through those backfix a little bit the legibility and the readability of the Nobushi. Then my son's gonna be sad, or not maybe, because he loves the Shinobi.
Okay, so
make some adjustment.
Shinobi, it's not so bad. It's the same for Gladiator. We've reduced the back strafe speed of these characters. This is basically an extension of the back dodge nerfs that we did earlier.
Yeah.
In the show today, which will be live next week, I guess. Shinobi and Gladiator are the worst case scenarios for just backing away, sometimes dodging, but even just like backstepping away. And Warden can't punish. Even Kensei had a hard time. In Kensei, we built tools specifically to beat this kind of thing. So I think this will mean the assassins are running away problem should be reduced across the board.
That's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Next. So, took me 6 months.
Let's see where this is going.
Literally 6 months. But I can tell you, brothers, the Centurion got a buff.
And this guy teases me about Shaman. And,
Right?
yes, Centurion. He gets 2 good buffs here, actually. So HP increase to 120 from 110. I think that fits a suit of armor. He kind of deserves it from a visual standpoint. And there's a new chain that we added. You get a light heavy chain. Why is this useful? There's a lot of times where you hit the light and you're like, great, I did something, but you have to do another light, so it's pretty obvious. And these pro players can parry you
Yeah.
pretty often.
Centurion definitely got a lot less good after that nerf.
Yeah, so now that you have a light heavy chain, it might be a heavy, so they can't just parry on reaction because they have to identify which it is correctly. So I think you'd be a little more able to attack, which is great.
Okay. Also, there is a bug fix on the Centurion, so you don't see really often Eagle Talons because it's really rare. And now you're gonna see it even less often because there was a bug where it was triggered on a staggered opponent.
Yeah, it thought the wall splat problem was my opponent is on the ground. I'm like, well, not exactly, but your opponent is in a weird state. Yes, and that's why it was happening before. So now it correctly checks is on floor rather than...
Cool.
And then there's a lot of little fix, like the light left attack of the Centurion was only dealing 10 damage, where it was supposed to do 15. Skull Crush was not having the properties of Haymaker when you equip it, so now it does 10 damage with Haymaker, etc. So, yeah, cool.
Should be good. Rise of the
Maybe I will
Centurion
go back to the Centurion.
to fight the Shaman and the Kensei.
And then Gladiator, so you already mentioned the changes on the back dodge. Any other major change on the Gladiator?
I think it's a couple bug fixes. Left throw would instantly ledge your opponent too early. Bamboozle would make an opponent get up too early if the opponent was already on the floor. So just a few small quality of life changes for gladiators.
Okay.
There.
Then the Highlander.
Highlander, more cool buffs. Actually, this is really like a quality of life change for Highlander as well. Sprint attack and zone attack did a really absurdly poor job of killing minions in the lane, or killing soldiers. Sorry, whatever the real names are.
Whatever.
You can, it's okay.
It's okay, thanks.
You can be named differently.
Yeah. So we made a few changes to kind of how the trajectory works so that you can just swipe through and it doesn't stop the first hit. It continues to go through and cleaves all the minions in front of you. Then does a second hit, which can also do the same thing, and then the third on the zone attack. So yeah, send Highlander to Zone B. He'll be happy.
Okay, then I see you've made some adjustment to the love of your life, the Shaman.
Yeah, always Shaman. I think these are all. Let me see, up or down today. Yeah, no, they're nerfs. If the Shaman does her Predator's Mercy now, whatever happens, the opponent will be cleansed of bleed afterwards. So before, you could be interrupted by some external hit, still be bleeding, and then Shaman could bite you again, which is pretty annoying. So now that...
Especially in group fight scenario, yeah, that was happening.
Exactly. So
So
now...
you're saying if I'm your teammate, I save you from being bitten by the shaman, you no longer bleed.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly. So Shaman's got to do the work of bleeding you
Pounce
again.
again.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that stopped.
Then a lot of small bug fixes.
Yeah, just small bug fixes. I know I've seen on Reddit, if the bleed ticks at the exact same time that the bite happens, you don't get the damage. So now that bug is fixed. So you should be okay there. And then the rest are just small, cosmetic, mostly fixes.
Okay. And then also some cosmetic fix on the Aramusha. And tons of other stuff.
There's some heroes we didn't mention though,
not
Roman.
mentioned.
What does that mean?
What? Which one?
such as the Orochi.
The Orochi?
Yeah.
We missed this one?
Could people read something between the lines about that?
Yes, I don't remember where. Maybe you have something to tell about the Orochi. The Peacekeeper also is not present. I don't know why. What happened? But we'll
So
see.
I think there are some cases, as I'm seeing in the chat, there are people saying like this person doesn't need a buff, they need a rework. So maybe your team is still working on some other reworks. Maybe.
Who knows?
Never can tell.
No, yeah, like we stated, yes, there is a lot of characters. We are doing balancing on character because we are trying to keep that balance as much as we can, and as much the data and the feedback that we collect are relevant. But also, yes, we are still working on improving characters, either because they are weak or because even if they are strong, their playstyle is not necessarily really interesting, or it's a little bit frustrating to play against, like for example the PK. So we're still working on those, and hey, who knows what happened next season?
Who's to say? Cool.
Good.
That's a lot of stuff.
Then yes, there's also
Steph, you've made some new
fix.
friends and some new enemies in our chat, just FYI.
There's
I always
also a
seem
lot
to.
of fix on fits. We are not gonna go through all those because there's a ton. Basically, it's really a major patch. There's a lot of rebalancing that has been done, a lot of bug fix in fights,
Lots of bug fixes, yeah.
and fits, etc. So yes, we're continuing to support it and make it better. Damien, other thing you wanted to mention?
I were identifying those while Stefan was speaking, so that's why I was so concentrated, so focused. So the one I think that are interesting, it's I'm just okay. So I will go directly to the.
Excuse me, we have to reboot Damien.
No,
just
no.
like
The, so we did some fix on some maps, on some zip lines that weren't working. We did some tributes too, but I won't go into those details. Dual and Brawl, Realistic Dominion. We had, for example, in Realistic Dominion, an issue where you had an extra respawn penalty even if you weren't executed sometimes, so that's fixed. We fixed also some things in the dual tournament, so sometimes you weren't able to rejoin a tournament after a disconnection, now you can.
But you're gonna see it was, yes, all the gameplay teams were really hard at work for that patch, and you're gonna see it's really a large fix on that. But they were not the only ones really working hard for that patch. When it's gonna come out, you're gonna see there is a ton, but literally a ton of fix in user interface, on everything that is customization.
And I will
want to
I will
highlight
say some of those, yeah.
And also on sound, tons of fix, and also on the AI of the boats. There is a lot.
And I want to do one of
good
those too.
improvement. So please, Damien.
So user
highlight
interface, there was one that came up that I saw quite a lot on Reddit. So we fixed the issue that caused the players to be unable to see what heroes their teammates have selected during the character selection phase. So player thought it was because of the dedicated servers. In fact, it was a bug that was introduced in the last season patch. We had also some issue, and I will highlight those because it happened to me, but sometimes the game found missing players is displayed, but the number is bad or something like that, so we fixed some issues on those. On the customization side, the ones I've highlighted are the ones I've read a lot. So for example, the I Am War emote on the Peacekeeper where you had where you didn't have the sword. This is fixed. We fix, as always, we're fixing color swatch issues. So for example, there were some color swatch that were identified as attacker or defender, but they were really neutral colors, so they didn't make any sense. So we fixed those, and we've added more as well. Color swatches as
we don't specify which ones, though, huh?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We fixed an issue that caused elements to be missing from the Age of Wolves battle outfit for some heroes. So this is fixed. I saw also some complaints about that. Also, there were some reputation outfits that were locked even after reaching the good reputation level. This is fixed as well. We fixed an issue where you could be blocked by spamming the snowball emote. We know you love spamming emotes, so this is fixed. And we had 3 symbols missing in the Halloween and Winter mythic outfits.
Does Damien sound fixed. Robotic again? I'm seeing.
One time.
Okay, so now we have more symbols in the Halloween and the Winter mythic outfit, which is pretty cool. And I think when they say mythic outfits, they mean
the mask outfits. Yep.
So there is an issue, an error in the patch notes. Dan, if you listen to me,
busted.
You can fix it. On the sound, so we did a lot of, so sometimes the sound is too loud, sometimes the sound wasn't playing like in the face-off, so this is fixed. Also for some emotes, usually the committee is really good at telling us, oh, for that emote on that specific hero, the sound is not playing or is not playing the same way as this other hero, etc. So we fixed several of those. I don't know if we fixed all of them, but at least the team did a good pass on all of those.
It's still worth to report us and feedback us all of those issues.
Yeah.
We actually do care.
Yeah.
And it takes sometimes to fix because we're doing other stuff, so then there is priority issue, but we care about those issues and we want to continue to improve them. So please keep it coming.
Pretty sure the ho 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 is one of them that got fixed because I sent that one directly
I can see
to
Salty Mod, Cherry Blossom, Done the Hatch, Eternal Damnation, Bug Witch, Soul Eater. So yeah, Maximum Carnage. So a lot of those.
Cool.
And for the AI one, there is one that I liked. We fixed an issue that caused the bots to be unable to drop attack you from the zip lines.
Shit.
So now there's going to be dropping from the sky?
Bots carpet bombing.
So now, be careful.
Great.
Good.
But that's not all.
Yes, because
there is not.
Stop him.
Stop this man.
Before going to the live update one, there are some PC bug fixes that are important.
Max, can you?
There was one big that I read a lot. It's on PC. We fixed an issue that caused the game to not shut down after selecting quick to desktop. This was a big one.
Yes,
We're
big
sorry
annoying
about
one.
that one. Very annoying. It's fixed.
Thank God.
So yeah.
And
so at least if there was one I had to say, it's that.
Yes.
Speaking about PC fix, with the patch, it's coming also a live update, and that live update for PC specifically, memory leak, Damien?
Yeah, so the memory leak, it's another big one.
We've had this memory leak problem since season 4, and it has been completely baffling because we have been unable to reproduce it for so long.
Yeah.
We know that everyone, not everyone, but certain people on PC have had this problem, but there was never a common denominator. A guy on our support team, our customer support team, had the problem on his PC, which he then shipped to Germany to our PC group for them to really identify the problem, which they did.
So now For Honor is bypassing the Windows internal file catching mechanism when loading data from disk. This was done to prevent unusually high memory usage scenarios that were reported by several users on Windows 7.
Boom! Windows 7, great operating system.
So that was the.
We're not done yet,
reason.
Luke. We're almost there.
He's on the starting block.
Luke wants to jump on the screen.
I want to do the quit penalty one. I think that's now that we lowered the AFK timer to kick you out from the game, we had a lot of complaints by players saying, okay, I just grabbed the glass, I got kicked, and now I have to wait 10 minutes for playing. This is awful, this is very frustrating. So we heard that. We will be updating a bit the AFK timer for next season. But in the meantime, we were revisiting the quit penalty.
Yep.
And now that we're on dedicated servers, that the quit penalty is not impacting anymore that much the match stability, we want to do a test and see what the community thinks about it. So the idea with this patch is that we're removing the time penalty of the quit penalty.
Right.
So now
no more little temp ban.
So now when you quit after the grace period, you will still have the pop-up saying, hey, you will get a penalty, but you won't have anymore a time penalty, so you will be able to rematch make right away.
Yep.
But you still get the loss.
You still get the loss and things like that, but you're not penalized to play the game. So we want to know, is that good for you or not good for you? Do you think it's the right balancing? Of course, this is only true for non-ranked matches. Ranked matches still has the 10-minute penalty.
And we'll keep an eye on it too to see.
And we keep an eye on it. Maybe we'll
lots of people start leaving. We'll go back to it.
And maybe after readapting the AFK timer, we will re-put it. But at the beginning, when we launched the game, we didn't have a quit penalty on casual play, and we don't think it's good to have quit penalty on casual play because maybe players want to quit, and that's why they play casual. But we hate players who leave only because we are losing and things like that. So that's why the loss is also important and things like that.
Yes.
So DID, want to test that. Tell us what you think about it. I want you, Eric, to do a post on Reddit in a few time
to ask
what they think about it, so we can update that if it's not right.
To sum up in one sentence, the 10-minute matchmaking quit penalty has been removed from non-ranked.
Boom.
Clear?
Clear.
And one last thing. Oh. I saw him first in the feedback. I was like, what the fuck? One last thing.
Very small thing.
Yeah, small.
No,
it's not that big. It's 33 milliseconds, so it's really small. It's
big.
really short, actually. That we are introducing with that patch is we are introducing the first step of network latency compensation.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay,
finally.
So what is it? It's input delay that we have on offensive attacks.
Yes.
So
offensive attacks.
Offensive attacks mean if I say fuck you, there's going to be an input delay.
I think that'll come out immediately, actually.
Offensive moves.
No, I've already got that message. Yeah. So if you attack, if you guard break, if you something like this, as soon as you press the button, 33 milliseconds will then go by before the attack is launched.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, and if this is a little complicated to parse, we have a very detailed blog post.
I thought you were becoming
Can we
specialist
switch
about
to
it
it
and you were going to explain it instead of the step. I was like, okay.
I just wanted people to know
Can we
that.
show the blog post or not?
I don't think we can show it because we don't have a browser up, but it is live on our site right now, and Fred can link to it in the chat.
The post is live now.
Yes. Damien told me before we went live he had a bunch of edits he wanted made. It's like, sorry, it's live now.
Too late.
Okay, yeah, open that up in another tab then and check it out because it does an extraordinarily good job of explaining where were we before, what is time snap, why did we remove it, why are we attempting this solution at this time. This is not the final end solution. This is what we're doing now, and we'll continue to improve in future.
Because we don't think it's a single fix for everything. We think it'll improve things. And the other thing we didn't mention, I hope it's mentioned, it's not mentioned here actually in the notes, which it should be, Dan, if you're watching, we're doing it on PC first.
Yes.
So we'll do it on PC on
first week
the
on
19th.
PC first, we see how it goes.
For a week.
Yeah, and then we'll do it on console.
If it goes well, it'll be a week later on console.
And what is key is that the difference between that and the time snap, at least if there is one thing to understand from the blog post, is that with that we're removing the randomness that we had with the time snap on the outcome.
Hey, the famous Fortnite streamer Cypher's in the chat. Hi, Cypher. Welcome back. We've missed you. I just wanted to mention a shout out to Cypher. We love him.
It's true.
So yes, so finally, the thing that people have been asking us about since August of last year.
It's a first step. Why it took so long? It's because it's really a complicated problem. We had like 3 months ago a first draft of that solution. We tested it a lot. We did some private tests with some players to see if it was good or not. We had back and forth with them with different solutions. Now we think we have first good step to improve the input lag problem that is now really removing all the random aspects. Is it enough? We'll see. It's an ongoing discussion. For sure, it's not our final word.
We've got longer term things that the team wants to do. Cool. Sorry again for Damien's mic. I don't know what the deal is, but
Must be because of the mic.
Interference from that one or something.
That's why.
Weird. It's all because Max put you over there. It's his fault.
And that's
So that is all of the notes. These will be
It's
posted.
a really small patch. See, it's like it has a couple of.
So we didn't do
working on the
we didn't
game.
do so usually we do 3 patches in a season. Well, not 3, but 2 after the launch. This time we've done 1 because we saved a chunk of time for our servers.
Yes.
But I like to think with this one, it's basically the content we would have of 2 patches in 1. So that will be live on our website to do if you want to see every single detail of the notes next Wednesday, the 18th. So that is our patch notes, and poor Luke has been waiting to come on. So thank you guys. Thank you for this. If I see any more questions while you're still in the room, I'll shout them out to you.
We
but,
go have food. So.
Yeah, you guys go have lunch.
We have a lunch.
Great. We'll answer questions next week. So thank you guys. We're going to come back with Luke. I don't know if we have a transition.
We do have a
Max?
transition.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And please continue to give us feedback.
Yeah.
Keep it coming. He's eager, even his team, to fix more stuff.
Yeah.
And the whole team is actually looking at that and trying to improve the experience. So.
Cool.
And see you next week for the training update, which is
Great.
huge.
Yes, it's true.
Now
it's true.
Now it's true.
It's true. We're doing
For
it.
real?
Because Damien said on the stream we have to do it now.
we have to do it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
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 Hey, we're back.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Welcome back, Luke.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pope.
So we have a new Luke segment. We used to do Luke segments when we did the Hero series.
You know there was one last week?
I know, I was.
You know the show you missed? The show I hosted?
Yeah.
We debuted the segment there.
Who was
With
on?
you!
Oh.
It was you, our first guest.
That apparently shocked people on Reddit that
Why?
because I wasn't wearing my hat. So for some people, it was a surprise that I have no hair. For me, it is not a surprise, sadly. A slow zoom. Hello.
No, the light bounces on it.
Yeah, we can't do it. We have to change the white balance.
You know why Cypher is there today?
Oh, why?
Because he probably saw Stripion's tweet this week.
Yes.
That the game is awesome now, servers are good, that we turn things around. So yeah, come back, people. Yeah,
I know.
fun.
That's, I ask you, the good people in the community. I saw some people in the chat saying like the game is dead, which is like such an old, stupid story. Like,
Seriously, that's still going on?
I feel like we've addressed that so much, but I want you to help address that because we're seeing more people coming to the game now. Like, as you can see, our Reddit has been growing for the last few months, like more than it ever has had, which is not.
Look, if
an
over
outlier.
1 million players a month is dead, I know a lot of games out there would be happy to be dead.
Yeah. Oh, stripping lies. This guy says, sure,
Ah.
Sure.
So
boy. You can't please everybody. You
No, I know.
And we
I
don't
learned
try.
that. Yeah.
We don't try.
we
But,
do our best.
Things are going very well
exactly.
for us, which is really exciting, actually. I got to talk to a bunch of streamers at PAX, and they're saying they want to come back. And it's just a really cool time on For Honor. So thank you to the community for sticking around with us, because we are really seeing some big
And the great
changes.
thing is, like some people criticize us, they give us feedback, they defend us, they support us. So we really love that. And I know you talked about that earlier today, but we have 8 players in the studio right now playing some stuff that we cannot get into details.
Yep.
And I think it's a 6th workshop that we do like that. So they're here for the full week. And we have a bunch of people like listening to their feedback.
Yeah.
It's not just for the show. Like we didn't do a video to show you like, hey, they're in the studio. No, we have like our designers are sitting with them. It's long days of discussions, play sessions. So the feedback is super important. That's how we improved the game in the past year.
Yep.
And that's how we're going to keep improving the game in the future. And it's really at the core of what we do. So we're going to keep doing that. And thanks, everybody, for your support.
Yeah. So what have you got for us today, Luke?
So last week, for those of you who weren't there, we introduced a new segment called Dev Talks. It's funny because today you saw Roman, Damien, Stefan. So you start to know us. Like there's Eric, myself from time to time also on the show. But I wanted to give a window to people, to some of our devs. Like, who are they? What are they doing? Because we have hundreds of people working on For Honor. And I felt it would be interesting to give them a look and small interviews with a bunch of different people.
Right.
Today we have Aurélie, she's a gameplay programmer. It will be super interesting. We also met with the JY, who was our lead of all the tests on the project. With Ian, who's an animator.
Cool.
We had you. So it's...
We've started to get requests for Pascal. I think that would be a highly entertaining one.
I spend my entire day sitting next to him. So I'm not sure. No, but seriously, we'll see. Maybe one day we can have a...
We do have a lot of people to get through before him.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it would be interesting to have an interview with a guy like Pascal.
Yeah.
But if you have any special request, like to know what that guy is doing, like an artist, a animator, like what we had Ian, and he talks about execution. That would be a fun one. But all the fun they have for execution. So for me, it's a way to give you the chance to know like a little bit more the devs that are working on For Honor, because they are so dedicated, and it's just cool to give you that knowledge. So that's the segment. It's called Dev Talks.
Dev Talks.
And Max, if you're ready, let's roll the interview with Aurélie.
Thank you, Luke.
Hello everyone, today on Dev Talks we meet Aurélie Le Chevalier, team lead, gameplay programmer on For Honor. Hello Aurélie.
Hello Luc.
So the least we can say is that you are predestined to work on For Honor.
Yes.
You have your name. How do you translate your name in English?
The Knight.
So she's Aurélie the Knight. So what do you do also on your free time?
I do buffer sword fighting, which is sword fighting with foam weapons. I like my punch shield and my longsword.
So you see, she had the name and she had the social activity, and now she's working on For Honor for real. So Aurélie, are you a chevalier, a knight, a Viking, or a samurai?
I'm obviously a knight.
You're a knight?
Yes.
Why is that?
I always wanted to be a knight when I grew up. I was reading the medieval fantasy books, and I was always the knight because of my name.
Who's your main character in the game?
It's actually a warlord, because the I know.
Oh!
I know.
Shocking!
It's because of the fighting style. He matches my actual fighting style.
But I have to admit, I'm a Viking, and my favorite is a Kensei.
Oh!
I know. And I was a knight team's captain in the last big tournament.
Yes, well, it's multicultural.
Exactly.
It's okay.
I go everywhere. Aurélie, do you remember the first time we met?
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
Yes, I do. Because it was a bit of an embarrassing story for me.
I didn't know it was embarrassing, but now that it's crunchy. Please tell me.
It was at a games competition that Ubisoft organizes for students who are trying to go into the industry. And I had a game, but unfortunately our demo was completely broken. We had worked on it all night. And so when we presented it, it failed completely. And so it was very sad. It was a sad day for me. But it was it turned out really well because I met all the amazing people from Ubisoft, like Luc and Bio. And got hired after this terrible experience. It was a great learning experience indeed. Yes.
So for how long have you been on For Honor now?
I think it's 3 years and 8 months.
And before that?
I was on Shape Up.
Okay.
And before that, Child of Light. And before that, Rainbow Six.
Okay, so you've worked on a bunch of games since you arrived.
Yeah.
So in those like 3+ years on For Honor, what is your most memorable moment? Something that you look back and say, okay, this is like, I'm really proud of that moment, or anything that comes to your mind?
I think it was, I think it must have been working on Tribute. When we finally had our first 360, like, when the whole team plays, and it was just feeling the mood of the floor, how everyone is so excited and laughing and competing, and that was a big moment for us.
So you were a programmer, a gameplay programmer on the mode?
On Tribute, yes.
Yeah, the 360, it's every Friday. The team, we all play together. So whether it's for new heroes, new game modes, everybody plays, and it's when everybody can yell at each other.
It gets very competitive.
Yeah, even our producer, we don't mind because he's yelling at us. And
yes.
So it's a lot of fun. And how did you feel in the last big tournament when Tribute was the game mode being played? Must have been fun.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was good to see it in a really competitive setting where teams, really coordinated with each other and scouted out other teams. So my team came in second in the pool, so we almost made it to the semifinals. But yeah, so it was a different lens through which to see Tribute, which was, we had been playing more casual and fun, and this was like really like, okay, bring it on, you know?
So is Tribute your favorite game mode?
I think so, yeah.
Are you a little bit biased there?
No, it's totally my favorite, yeah.
It is your favorite?
It's my favorite.
Okay, and second?
I like Dance of Death.
Okay. Interesting, interesting. Do you look at all at the social media? Do you go on Reddit?
Yes.
Why?
Well,
No, seriously.
I like to know what the players are thinking, what they're
Okay.
complaining about. So occasionally I spot some bugs and I'm like, oh, that's
So it's
my
helpful.
fault.
So thank you to whoever spotted that bug. So
Yes.
Aurélie was able to fix it.
Exactly.
So you see, it is good. Please keep posting stuff on Reddit that can help us improve the game.
I also like For Fashion. I am.
For fashion?
Yeah, you don't know about it?
No, I don't.
It's people post their outfits.
Oh,
And they're like, oh, the night of whatever winter. So it's
interesting.
nice.
So when you go on Reddit, like you talk about the bug that you saw and were able to fix, anything else that you saw, like videos or like good players and stuff like that that you want to share with us?
Oh yeah, I saw one from a berserker who was just on this killing spree, and the player was just so skilled. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, he even taught me moves. I was like, oh, this is amazing! I didn't know you could do that. So it's a fun community to check out.
Cool, so keep posting videos. We learn from you guys.
Yeah.
Aurélie, thank you very much
You're welcome.
for your presence on Dev Talks. See you next week.
Oh, hey, it's me, your old friend, Eric Pope. Luke is gone because he was late for a meeting, so it's just me. It's just me. Camera 2? No? I don't know. I don't know what Max was just doing. Anyway, we're out of time for Community Corner. Thanks for sticking around, everybody, and thanks for the feedback on Dev Talks. Like I said, it's okay if you're not interested in that content, but I do think certain part of our community is, so that's why we do it. Not everything is for everyone at all times. That's impossible. So welcome to those who are stuck around. Let's do some community clips. Starting with, I don't know why I'm sitting like this. Starting with Lawrence of Scarabia, new For Honor patch leak, what? NPC dialogue.
Ah, ワーデンさん、私はここに会うことを期待していませんでした。あなたはオロチと近世を見たことがありますか？私たちはブラックストーンの襲撃の後に襲撃され、ここで会うことに同意した。だから見たことがありますか？
I'm very excited about the Dark Souls remaster. Moving on. 101 Wolfstar 101 has a GIF when an FPS player plays For Honor. We like to do these every once in a while because they always kind of blow my mind when someone gets a shot from so far away. This one's quite good. Well done. Well done, Highlander. Mr. Tomaz has a video called Whoosh Whoosh.
You captured Zone C. Victory!
Whoosh whoosh. There are some good corrections in the chat on the GIF the guy talks about being a first-person shooter player, but that was third person. Good correction, guys. You showed him, Wolfstar. Okay, next video, Aslan94 Dun McGlass this.
Zone A.
Thank you. Okay, Hell Euphoria, frequent community corner featuree, has another Against the Odds video. 4v1 PK confidence shattered. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, Hell Euphoria, like I said, that's number 37, so he has a series of those Against the Odd clips. If you like it, go check out his YouTube channel. That's the whole thing. It's him versus multiples, and it's always very entertaining. I don't know the song, and I don't think he's in the chat today, or I would ask him. So I agree, very epic music. Maybe someone knows it, but reach out to him on YouTube. Maybe he can tell you. Okay, next up we've got a GIF, or a GIF, as Damien would say. English X Rage is the user, and the name is No Stamina Left, Feed Him to the Minions. Which is always enjoyable to do. Feed him to the minions. I do prefer when people give us videos instead of GIFs, because then I have to fill the dead air with my stupid voice instead of reading chat. All right, here we go. Here we go. Out of stamina. Give him, yeah. Nice. Nice. Oh, and also on the clip before that, yes, people pointed out that on the opponent's team on Hell Euphoria's video, there was a swastika. And turns out if you have a swastika in a community corner video, you get banned pretty quick. So don't do swastikas. That's really stupid. Okay, next up, Gus23K on Reddit. Aramusha Gains. This is a very quick one. Do it twice, maybe.
Sorry. Come on, get.
You lost zone A.
Fuck you! Oh.
から給料日毎日毎食ハンバーガーとポテトオンリーですかスーパーサイズミーですか若い日からハイカロリー高コレステロールで毎日を過ごして10年後が楽しみですね幸せな生活習慣病で急性しなければいいですね確かに食感がそうしてではありませんね実際に食習慣までできることが直す
Oh, there. He just fell off.
I lied. That was not 9 seconds, so we're not playing it twice. Okay, next up, non-super tights. Ledgebringer strikes again.
No super. You captured Zone C.
Yeah, those people, the opponents could have been a lot better there. Don't let Lawbringers do that. Okay, next up, Void Knight 202 with a nasty 2v1. Okay. Yes, you know, this always comes up. I'm just seeing it in the chat. It always comes up whenever this is discussed. We don't need to know the history of the swastika. I know that it wasn't invented in Nazi Germany. We get it. We get it. There's a history there, but it doesn't help to be kind of pedantic and like, well, actually, the swastika is an East Asian symbol and it symbolizes peace, blah, blah, blah. Like, I get it, but that's not what these people are using it as. So your point is not valid. So don't muddy the waters with that stuff. It's on a red background, just like the Nazis did. So we don't need to go down that road, okay? Okay, so Tendency to Cry has a great video. It's called Don't Let Me Stop You From Having a Good Time, You Weirdo.
You captured Zone C. You lost Zone A. You lost Zone C. You captured Zone C. You lost Zone A. You lost Zone C.
So dumb. What was that fucking guy doing? Okay. So this is our last clip, and it's a long one. So we're going to show it in its entirety. I think we'll just end the show after the clip. So like I said, this video is 5 minutes 40 seconds, so you will not be penalized.
Worth it.
You will not be given a rage quit penalty for leaving the stream, but it's a great clip. It's from Marco Yolo, and we're going to get to it in a second. Just to quickly recap, patch is coming next week on the 19th, brings with it the arena training mode, brings with it input lag, 33 millisecond input compensation. There's the controller remapping, there's the store features, there's all sorts of bug fixes and balance changes. Patch notes will be live on Wednesday the 18th. So it's a really good week ahead of us. I hope you're psyched about it, and I'll see you online, chitty chatties. And let's check out this clip from Marco Yolo. It's called Kensei Goes Super Saiyan. Saiyan? Saiyan. Super Saiyan? Sorry. Bye.
Things are gonna get crazy.
That's pretty good.
Happy feet.
I'm rightly and truly screwed.
Out of here.
it again?
Hey pal, you just blowing some stupid down?
Objection!
Again?
Miss me with that gay shit, nigga! Fuck out of here, fuck you mean! Run, bitch! Chicken!
You must be kidding, aren't you?
Welcome to die!
Granada!
Dip. Say chip.
Tis but a scratch. Your arm's off. No, it isn't. But what's that then? We'll call it a draw. You make me sad.
I hate this channel.
No!
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
You have been stopped.
Nope.
Can you not?
Can you not?
Be gone!
I will undo the evil that is you, samurai! I will kill you as long as I have breath in my body! I will strike you!
You are very troubled.
Nani?
Are you kidding me?
Boom, baby!
Now you can throw all this garbage into the hot box.
Why are you running?